Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard the... Nope, not Utopia. I keep wanting to say Utopia. We are on board Wonder of the Seas. Today is our first day here on board the ship. Today we are docking in Coco Cay. We're actually arriving right now, so I'm going to head upstairs and watch us come in. We also do have Allure of the Seas coming in and hanging out with us today in Coco Cay. This will be my first time seeing her since her big refit or big refurbishment earlier this year. So that's going to be really cool to see her kind of in a brand new look for the very first time for Allure. And we also have Norwegian Prima over at Great Stirrup Cay. But I'm very excited to see Allure today. And of course, spend the day out in perfect day at Coco Cay. Alright, there we got the Norwegian Prima. She just returned to Port Canaveral. That's where she's sailing from this season. And way out there is Allure of the Seas. We're gonna head over to the other side. For some reason we look really close and I'm wondering if we're gonna pull in today, which would make zero sense, but they've started doing that recently, so we're gonna go see if they're gonna do that. We zoom in here, we can kind of see all the cranes over at Great Stirrup Cay going in for the new pier and all the new pieces of the island that they're doing. Pretty cool stuff. It's gonna be really cool to see when that's all done. Okay, I would get us coming along the dock, which is normally what I do, but I really want to get a good shot of Allure coming by or coming out. As you can, I don't think you can see from here, but she's just coming around the Norwegian Prima right now, so yeah, I don't know, I'm really excited to see her in her new look, so that's what we're gonna do. Got an amazing view of Allure up here. She should start spinning any second now. She looks really good. I'm not a big fan of the suites above the bridge, but she looks very, very good. So weird, but I think she's actually pulling in. They've just recently started doing that with some of these Oasis class ships, but it's super, super weird. Didn't realize I was zoomed in. So weird. Very rare that they do that, but it's also the second time I've seen it now at this point. We had Utopia do that with us when we were on Star, but crazy. But she looks fantastic. This ship looks really, really good. I really want to go on Allure now that she's been upgraded again, now that I've been on her before the upgrade, and now I want to go after it. Alright, now that Allure has pretty much, well, she hasn't finished docking, but she'll be done docking here in just a second. There's not really much else that I can catch here with this tall glass in the way, but we're gonna head back to the room, start getting ready for the day. We have one of the day beds down in South Beach here in Coco Cay, so that'll be really fun. We did that on Icon last year, so that'll be really nice. That'll be fun. We're gonna have a good time here, and perfect day at Coco Cay with the Allure of the Seas. No breakfast here at El Loco Fresh, which is a huge bummer. This was like one of the best spots when they used to do it here. So, big bummer. Alright, so we're all freshened up, ready for the day here. While I was getting ready and getting showered, the hairdryer in the room, while my sister was using it, set off the smoke alarm. So I had a nice little visit from one of the security guards while I was in the shower. So that was interesting. But yeah. Anyways, I got a nice little view here. I'm hanging out on our little couch here, but nice view on Central Park. We got breakfast in the main dining room today, so we're gonna have that, and then we're gonna probably head out into the island shortly after that. So fun, exciting start to the day. I made it to the main dining room. All right. We got ourselves hash browns and bacon and a ham and cheese omelet. Very good breakfast here. All right, back from a very good breakfast in the main dining room. We actually ended up going up to get towels eventually, and the line just to get into the buffet was almost outside, like by the pool deck. It was insane. So there's a lot of people trying to get off, but there's also a lot of people. It is 9 o'clock, so it's kind of to be expected, but it was quite the surprise to see. But now that we're in the room, I noticed I have a little gift. This is my first cruise as Diamond here with Royal, so I got my first diamond pin. Oh, wait, it's, hold on, live unboxing. It's, oh, very cool. That's sweet. I love that. Love that. All right. Next stop, Diamond Plus. But anyways, as mentioned earlier, we do have the day bed in South Beach here in Coco Cay. So not our first time doing that. We did that last year on Icon. It was a good time. We ended up playing with Rover a little bit that day. We at least saw Rover that day, but I don't think we're going to be seeing Rover today because Icon's not here. But I'm very excited for our perfect day at Coco Cay.